Posted any video, was a bit busy with a few things which are coming up in upcoming few months. A few things which are very special for PT and which will help a lot of you to prepare for the exam. Now in this video, what I'm going to share a 7 days preparation plan for all of you out there. Doesn't matter if you're aiming for 6, 7 or 8, this plan is applicable for each and every one of you and you can follow it. And I can say this for sure, if you follow it religiously, if you follow each and everything I'll be sharing in this video, your scores are going to go up for sure. Now we all are in lockdown, or not all, but yes, in Sydney we are in lockdown. So I thought, yes, let's share 1 week plan with all of you so that you can keep up with your preparations, and once the lockdown is over, once everything is back, you can go and crack your exam. Now few things what I'll be sharing in this video. Very first thing, how you have to prepare, how you have to evaluate yourself. Third thing, what you need to do on daily basis, how many mock tests you need to do, and how to take the mock test. So without any further delays, let's get into the video. Now as you can see on your screen, before we start, there are few things I really need you to keep in mind to make sure that you follow throughout. Very first thing, you have to practice, but you don't just have to practice for the sake of practicing. As I always say, you have to practice to improve. It's fine to spend less hours, but it's very important that whatever you practice, you monitor that you are improving. A lot of times students come, they practice 30 read alouds, next day they want to do 40 read alouds, next day they want to do 50 read alouds. But the problem is that their performance is not going up. It's better you practice 20, but those 20 should be perfect and you should be improving in every read aloud or any question you are practicing for your PT exam. So make sure you practice to improve, don't just practice to practice. Make sure you check your daily feedback every day. On the left hand side in Language Academy's portal, there's a tab called Daily Feedback, which will tell you how much you have practiced and what is your accuracy, how much accuracy you're getting in each and every task. That will help you monitor whether your performance is going up or not. Now another thing I need you to be very careful about, I need all of you to maintain a spelling list, right? Spellings are spelling is one element a lot of students take for granted. They see that they are getting 90 or somewhat like that in the enabling skill and they feel their spellings are perfect. Remember, even if you have 90 in your enabling skills, there might be few spelling errors in your exam, because spellings don't really come from your listening in the enabling skills, they only come from your writing. So there might be a few spelling mistakes in your listening part, so you have to make sure you maintain a spelling list. I've seen a lot of students missing out their desired score because they make a lot of spelling errors. What normally students do is, I tell them to maintain a spelling list, and what they do is they think they will make a spelling mistake, they'll write the correct spellings and they'll remember it afterwards. This will not happen. By the end of the day, you have a lot of things, you'll forget the right spellings. Very important, you maintain a spelling list so that before your exam, a day or 2 days before your exam, you can go through the spelling list and see what mistakes you are likely to make and you don't repeat the same in the exam. So maintain a spelling list, that is very important. Next thing is your vocabulary list. While you're practicing your reading or listening, if there's any word you're not really sure about the meaning, note that down along with the meaning so that you can revise that, and if something similar comes up in the exam, you can solve everything easily. Then make sure you practice new questions every day. To practice new questions, once you go in the question list, there's a filter called Not Attempted Question. In Language Academy, there's a filter called Not Attempted. Click on Not Attempted before practicing, before starting your practice, so that you don't do the same thing again and again. I've got a student who used to practice the same read alouds every day. Yes, obviously if you're doing one read aloud 20 times, you'll be fine in that. But if you get something new, you are going to struggle. So make sure you challenge yourself, put yourself in worst case scenario, so that in the exam, even if you have something difficult, you can solve it easily, right? So these were few things I really wanted to point out. Now let's move on to your day plan, what you have to do every day. Before that, there are few things which I want to share out. There are few questions in PT which I won't really ask you to practice because they're not important. I'll tell you each and every question and I'll tell you how important is each and every task of your PT exam. Very first, your read alouds, very important from your speaking section. Repeat sentence, very important. Describe image, read a lecture, moderate, not that important, not that you shouldn't be taking those very easy as well, so I'll put them in the middle category. And then answer short question, not important. Summarize written text and essay, important but not very important, so middle category, moderate. Then we have got reading section, reading MCQ single answers, MCQ multiple answers, not important. Reading reorders, moderate. And reading writing blanks means reading drop down blanks and reading drag and drop blanks, both the blanks very important. Then we have got summarize spoken text from your listening, very important. Listening blanks, very important. Write from dictation, very important. Highlight incorrect words, highlight correct summary, moderate in the middle category. Then listening MCQ single answers, listening MCQ multiple answers, and your select missing words, not very important, in the last category. So this is these are few of the questions which I have sorted out according to the difficulty level. You can note them down, note the difficulty level down, so that you know how to approach and which questions you need to focus more on. Now let's get on to the day plan. Let's have a look of what you have got to do on day 1. As you can see on your screen, I really need you to practice read aloud, repeat sentence, write from dictations, and other very important tasks in the top category every day. You have to practice 20 read alouds, 35 repeat sentences, 5 describe image and retell lecture, 15 reading blanks, 15 reading and writing blanks, means each 15, 2 summarize spoken text, 10 listening fill in the blanks, and 35 write from dictations. These are very important, and you need to make sure you practice these anyhow, doesn't matter what happens. Now you come on to day 2. We have to spend a bit more time today because we have to cover everything within 7 days. 20 read alouds, 35 repeat sentence again, 5 describe image, 5 retell lecture. Speaking I'm focusing more on, because if your speaking goes up, your reading and listening are going to go up, so we can't really afford to neglect this. 1 summarize written text. Then we have got reading reorder paragraphs as well, 15. 20 of both the reading blanks, so 20 reading drag and drop blanks, 20 drop down blanks. 2 summarize spoken text, 10 listening fill in the blanks, 5 highlight incorrect words, and 35 write from dictation. Now yes, you'll have to spend a bit of time today, but we have to make sure we crack the exam in 7 days, so we have to push ourselves. Once you are done with these, go through all your mistakes, see what mistakes you have made in each and every task, and now today itself you have to do one listening mock test as well. Not full mock test, just sectional listening mock test, just to make sure we are well versed with listening and we know how everything works out in listening section as well. Once you are done with that, write down the score you have got in listening section and make sure you maintain the spelling list. Note down all the spelling errors in your mock test and in your practice as well, and see what mistakes you have got in listening. I'm sure you will have few mistakes which you never thought about, right? So that's what mock test is for. That is where mock test come in handy. Now we are on day 3. Day 3 again we have to practice a bit more. 20 read aloud, 35 repeat sentence every day, that's fixed. 5 describe image, 5 retell lecture today as well. We won't be practicing writing today, we'll be practicing 10 reorder paragraphs, 20 reading blanks, 20 reading and writing blanks, 2 summarize spoken text, 10 fill in the blanks listening, 5 highlight incorrect words, 35 write from dictations. 35 write from dictations, very important. Now after this, once you're done with all the practice, go through your mistakes, note down all the spelling mistakes you have got, and after that we'll move on to listening and speaking mock test. One listening mock test, one speaking mock test. In the end of the video, I'll tell you how much you should be aiming for in each and every mock, so that you know you are well prepared, right? So one listening mock, one speaking mock. Note down the mistakes, note down the spellings, note down the scores, so that you know what you need to work on. Now we have got day 4. 20 read alouds, 35 repeat sentences, 5 describe image and retell lecture today as well. Now one essay. I don't really want you to practice a lot of essays, because most of you're using templates, and if you use the templates, if you memorize them properly, there's nothing much to do in essay, and essay is not going to contribute a lot in your writing, only around 10-11 points, so don't worry much about it. Reading blanks, both 20 each, again 2 summarize spoken text, 5 listening fill in the blanks, 5 highlight incorrect words, 35 write from dictation. And now today, speaking and reading mock test. No listening today, speaking and reading, one mock test each, so that you know what you need to work on. Are you improving or not, and is your score better than what it was yesterday? Alrighty, that is it. Now we are on to day number 5. Day number 5, has got again 20 read alouds and 35 repeat sentences. Why I'm asking you to practice read alouds and repeat sentences again and again? If your read alouds are perfect, your reading score is going to go up drastically. You have to make sure your read alouds are perfect. Repeat sentences are going to, if you do well over here, these are going to push your listening score way up, way high. You have to make sure listening repeat sentences are fine in order to make sure you don't lose points in your listening section. No describe images, retail lectures today, don't worry about, you have practiced a lot. So one SWT and one essay today, summarize written text and one essay. 15 reading reorder paragraph, 20 of reading blanks each, so 40 altogether. 2 summarize spoken text, 10 listening fill in the blanks, 5 highlight correct summaries and 35 write from dictations. 1 reading mock test and 1 listening mock test, no speaking mock test today. Again, reading, compare it to your previous score, see if you are improving or not. Listening, see if you have the same mistakes which you were making earlier or no, you are improving. Make sure you monitor, you self-evaluate so that you know what you need to work on and what are the things you're missing out. So this will be the end of day 5. Alright, now we are on to day 6, second last day of our plan. 20 read alouds, 35 repeat sentence, 5 describe images and 5 retail lectures again today. Yesterday we didn't practice describe images and retail lectures. Reading reorders 10, reading blanks 20, reading writing blanks 20. 2 summarize spoken text, 10 listening fill in the blanks, 10 highlight incorrect words, 35 write from dictations. Now you have to practice these, and because this is your second last day, tomorrow we are going to do a full mock test. We are not going to practice. Today you have to do 1 speaking, 1 writing and 1 reading mock. See if your speaking is going up, see if you are improving in your reading and writing. This is your first mock test, so you don't really need to stress about it. But why I'm asking you to do 1 writing mock test, so that you know how you have to attempt your summarized written text, how you have to manage your time, and what about essay, how you have to write your essay and what is the time limit for your essay as well. So these are few things you need to be very careful about. 1 each, and that will be the end of day 6. Now I want to show you something. See, you have practiced every day, very well done. What you have practiced till now, you have practiced 120 read alouds, 210 repeat sentences, 25 describe images, 25 retail lectures, 2 summarize written text, 2 essays, 115 reading blanks, 115 reading writing blanks, so 230 altogether. Very well done within 6 days. 50 reading reorders you have covered, 12 summarize spoken text, 55 listening fill in the blanks, 5 highlight correct summaries, 25 highlight incorrect words and 190 write from dictation. You have done 3 speaking mock test, 3 reading mock test, 3 listening mock test and 1 writing mock test. So you have already done 10 sectional mock tests. Very well done. If you have reached here, very good, excellent, very good job. Now what you need to do now, till now whatever you have practiced, see your accuracy, see your mistakes, make sure everything is written down in your notebook. You know what mistakes you're making, you know what you need to work on, you know how to improve the same. Go through each and every spelling mistake you have got. Please make sure, I request you, especially in listening, I'm not worried about writing part. In listening, your spellings should be 100% perfect, because one spelling mistake is straight away going to impact your listening and writing section if you make spelling errors in your listening part, right? So do that. Go through your listening spellings, go through all your reading mistakes, go through your speaking mistakes, see how you have to improve the same. Now till now you have not practiced a few things. Answer short questions, you have not practiced reading MCQ single answers, reading MCQ multiple answers. You have not practiced listening MCQ single answers, listening MCQ multiple answers and select missing words. Now these are not very important, as I told you in the beginning, but still if you're aiming for it, I need you to have some idea how to solve the same. Answer short questions, don't practice, just go through the predictions we post on YouTube or available in the portal as well. You can go through answer short questions prediction, don't spend too much time. Just practice 5 reading MCQs, multiple and single, same 5 reading listening MCQ, single, multiple and 5 select missing words, just to get some idea of how everything works. If you're aiming for 6, don't practice. If you're aiming for 7, if you have time, practice. But if you're aiming for 8, practice, so that even if they contribute 1, 2 or 3 points, you don't lose anything over here as well. So that is what you need to do. Now, how much accuracy you should have? Read alouds around 80%, repeat sentence 80%, describe image, read a lecture 90% and above, answer short questions, don't stress, summarize written text and essay 90% and above, reading both the blanks 80%, reorders 70%, MCQ single answer and multiple answer in reading, don't worry about it, summarize spoken text 95%, listening fill in the blanks 95%, if it's 100% it's even better, highlight incorrect words and write from dictation 95% plus. So it shouldn't be 95%, it should be more than that. So this is the accuracy level you need to focus on if you're aiming for 8. If you're aiming for 7, try to aim for similar, but if you're aiming for 6, you can deduct 5 to 7% each and every. For example, read alouds you can aim for 72%, repeat sentence around 70-72%. But for 7 and 8, I'll stress that you focus on the upper limit so that you don't miss out in the actual exam. If you're taking sectional mock test for 7 or 8, you should be at least getting 76-77 in speaking, 77-79 in listening. Reading should be 70 plus, at least 70 plus I'm saying. Writing should be 80 plus, because in writing mock test you only get points from SWT in writing on a portal, so you should be aiming for at least 80 over there. If you're aiming for 6, you should be at least getting 66-67 plus in your speaking, 70 plus in your listening, and your reading should be around 60 in sectional mock test I'm talking about, and writing should be 70 plus. But if you talk about full mock test, I'll tell you what you need to aim in order to get your desired score. Now let's move on to your day 7. This is your full mock test day. We have to do a full mock test today. Go on languageacademy.com.au. even if you're a free user, you're going to get one full mock test. Take the full mock test, give your 100%, be careful about all the mistakes you have made till now. Now, once you're done, note down your score, and this is what you should be aiming for. If you're aiming for 8, everything should be above 75 plus. If you're aiming for 7, everything should be above 67. If you're aiming for 6, everything should be above 55 plus. Why? That will make sure that yes, you are well prepared. I don't want to leave any room for mistakes, and I want to make sure you get 100%, you get your score. This is what you should be aiming for. But after your full mock test as well, see what mistakes you have got, note them down so that you don't repeat anything same in the exam. Right, so if you have got this score or somewhat near, you can go for the exam. But no, if you're missing out, follow the same plan for more 7 days, for the next 7 days as well. And until and unless you don't get somewhat similar score in your full mock test, try not to go for the exam. But once you do get the score, once you are near your desired score in the mock test, go for the exam and you are going to do it. Few more things: be very consistent. If you are going to take the plan, make sure you follow it. Don't just follow it for one day and leave it. Make sure you make up your mind, devote your time, and that is going to be fruitful. That is what is going to get you the score. You might have seen a lot of students do get the score every day. They don't just come to us and get the score, they practice as well, they put in their time and effort, and that is what you need to do, and you are going to get your desired score. If you have any doubts, you can leave them down in the comment section. And that is it from this video. If you want to practice, you can just go on languageacademy.com.au, register for free and start practicing. You're going to get instant feedback and result as well. Plus you're going to get one free section mock test for each module, each section, and one full mock test which will be scored as well. If you have any doubts, if you want me to make a video on any other topic, please do let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to answer each and everything, and I'll try to cover all the topics. If you think the video was helpful, please do like, share and subscribe, and make sure you share it with your friends as well, so that along with you, your friend gets the score and you both travel abroad and complete your studies and fulfill your dreams. Varun from Language Academy. Stay safe, take care. If you need any help with PT, not your eyes, you can give us a call, send us a message, WhatsApp us on any of the numbers given below, and we'll make sure you get your desired score in the very first attempt. Go on languageacademy.com.au, use your computer and make sure you follow this plan, and let me know once you get the result. I'm 100% sure if you follow this properly, follow each and everything down, you're going to get the score.